Hey everyone, welcome back to my makeup wardrobe. For those of you who are new and don't know me, my name is Ruby. I am losing my voice, so I apologize. Hopefully you can hear me just okay. I'm not sick or anything, I don't think. I'm just losing it a lot from talking at work. So yeah, I'm going to try to get through all of these palettes. As you can tell by the title, we are doing my top 10 giftable palettes. So I did this video last year and it was a tag created by Heather Austin and I think it was Mandy Lee. I can't remember. I will link that video up here for you in the cards if you do want to go watch it. And I thought I would do an updated version because I think that every year there are so many makeup releases and things change. So I wanted to do 10 new giftable palettes, especially with Christmas coming up. Just wanted to give you guys some options to shop from. A lot of these are probably going to be a little bit more bougie, expensive, neutral. It's kind of been what I've been into though. So I had to go with what I would gift somebody if I was going to gift somebody a palette. All right, so I have these all piled up in random order right in front of me. And I'm just going to start with the first one. This one is the Patrick Ta palette. Sorry for blinding you there. It's the Patrick Ta Major Dimension eyeshadow palette. I think that if you have a neutral lover in your life that wants a higher end palette to try, this is a great option. I think that the two cream shadows it comes with are excellent. The mattes are beautiful. There's a few of them. The shimmers are pretty. Just got one on my finger there. There's one. It's kind of a topper shade. I will have all of my videos, if I have any, linked down in the description bar for these palettes because I have done reviews and I have done a review on this one. And I think this is a great option if you are looking to give a neutral lover a kind of bougie looking palette. I have a ton of these though, so there's more options. Just hold tight. Now, if you have someone in your life that loves a little bit more color, but you want to go with something a little bit, on the bougie side, it is this one here. This is by Viseart. It is the Bijouxette ÉTENDU. I think that's what it was called. Mine is not in its original order. So it's, I've shifted the shades around, but essentially these are the colors that come in here. They're a little bit different. I'll pop a picture on the screen if I can. But I did think this was a beautiful formula. The shimmers. Okay, so the mattes for Viseart, they're excellent every time. I thought the shimmers in this one were actually really cool. I really loved this blue shade and this kind of teal green. I really love to see Viseart do some color. So it's really happy to see that pop up. And I'm so glad I got my hands on this because I really do love this palette. So next one I have is one that actually surprised a lot of us here in the beauty community, and that is the NARS Climax palette. I hope that you can still get this actually. I didn't even bother checking. So bad on me if it's not, but I really hope that you can still get this. I think it is limited to the NARS website. I feel like you might be able to get it on Nordstrom. I'm not 100% sure, but you guys, this palette, they had a holiday palette come out too. I thought that was okay, but this one, I'm just gonna swatch the shimmers, okay? Look at that blue. Look in that green. I've literally used like all of these. I think they're just so beautiful. So I highly recommend that one if you know someone who likes to play with color in a subtle way, because I do think that this palette has a good amount of colorful shades. You've got the blue, the green, and neutrals. And I think that is a great way for someone who doesn't play with a lot of color to kind of play with a little bit of color, Okay, next, I needed to throw in an indie brand. Well, I have two, I think, but I really needed to throw in a smaller indie brand and one that is Canadian because they came out with this amazing palette that I reviewed a few months ago. And I just think the shades in here are so worth it. It is the Shine by SD Enchantment palette. I know they just came out with a new one too. I can't remember the name. It's like Well something. It's a 6-panner. But this one, if you can still get your hands on this, like the shifty shades in here the shimmery shades in here. Oh, they're very soft, so be careful. I just kind of crumbled mine, so let me press that back in. They're very, very, very soft. But look at these shades. Aren't those just... wow, wow, wow. They are stunning. Look how much I just mushed up that frozen shade, the top middle one. But they're so good. They're so good. I really do love this palette. I really do recommend this palette. I can't tell if you can see what this is even shifting to. It looks kind of blown out on my screen, but it's like a purple, blue, kind of iridescent almost. Oh, it's just so beautiful. I think now would be a great time for me to do the Whisper Challenge. What do you think? Do you remember when that was going on? Oh my God, the good old YouTube days. So next one is going to be a little bit more reflective too, and that is the Natasha Denona Glam Face Palette. Now last year I recommended the Natasha Denona Glam Palette. I think that this one is an even better option in either the light or the, you know, dark, depending on what your person that you're gifting to is into. This one creates a beautiful smoky eye. I did do a video on this very recently. The shimmers in here are just, they're a little bit more fallouty, but they're different from her typical shimmers, and I thought they were really, really good. But I especially love the face products in this one, and the mattes, of course, are her usual. But I do recommend this for someone who wants to get a little bit of a taste of Natasha Denona. Now, for someone who does have some Natasha Denona but wants this palette, I think that the retro from this year is an excellent option. So Glam was last year's release, and this year we have retro. She's a little bit warmer, but at the same time still kind of cool toned. I think that it's a really, really beautiful palette, and it suits so many different skin tones and undertones, to be honest. I really enjoyed this one. The shimmers in here are obviously a little bit more subtle than the ones in the Glam Face palette, but I really do enjoy this palette. So, you know, I didn't want to recommend Glam again. I feel like I would have. I just think this one's really good. I like this one better, to be honest. Next, I think if anyone would probably recommend this one. If you have someone in your life that hasn't really tried Pat McGrath, honestly, if I had last year's holiday palette, which I don't, I probably wouldn't have recommended it. I'm going to hold this upside down so I don't, blind you too much, but there is the color story. You get, I think, 4 mattes in here, and then the rest are shimmers, and there's like some 24K formula, which I thought those shimmers were really, really, really pretty. I know I didn't swatch any of the Natasha for you guys, but I'm not going to swatch everything today. Here are a few of the shades from this palette. They're just so beautiful. Like this turquoise color is absolutely gorgeous. The green was everyone's favorite. I still haven't used that on my eyes though, but I just think it's a really, really great palette. It's a great value for Pat McGrath. I know that you're not getting her special shades, but I actually do think that this palette is quite excellent. I will say, I have 2 of Pat McGrath's, what are they, the Blitz Astral Quads that have the special shades. I don't know. Don't come for me, okay? Don't come for me. I actually thought that this was a little bit more special, but that's just me. I do have Utopian Dream though now, and I haven't tried it. So on that basis, I can't recommend Utopian Dream, but color story wise, I think it is really, really beautiful, especially if you can get it on sale right now. So yeah, that's one of them. So this next one, actually, I have to open it because I put it back in its packaging. It's from LORAC, and it's actually my first time ever trying LORAC, but I think this is a great one for someone who's just a beginner level in makeup. It's a great size. Mine is a little bit dirty because I have been playing with it. I do actually really like the palette. I just wish it had a little bit more depth to it, but the shimmers in here, some of them are just so, I can't with the shimmers in most of these. Look how pretty. This one's a duochrome. It's like a gold to pink. Yeah, it's definitely like a gold to pink. I don't know if you can really tell. It is so pretty. It's so pretty on the eyes. I used the green and I did like a halo eye and I put that gold to pink on the center and I just thought it was super, super stunning. I have done a video with this, but I think I didn't like the footage, so I scrapped it. But if you do want to see a video on this palette, let me know. I can most definitely go ahead and do that for you. I just haven't got around to it. So that is one. I'm going to save my best one for last. Okay, so this one I'm actually wearing partially on my eyes with some single shadows. Need I say more? Like, I feel like if you have someone in your life that wants like to play with color, this is such a great option. I do have Surge on the way, and I can't imagine that the formula of that is any different than this from what I've heard from friends so far. I know that it also has shimmers in it. So if you're wanting something for a friend that has a little bit more shimmer, I would probably go with the Surge. But this one is just, oh, it's so good. I'm wearing this shade here. This is Spellbound. It's like a navy blue. And also this shade here, which is translating more bright on camera, but it's like kind of a maroony shade. It's called Vexed. Oh, they just blend so, so, so beautifully. Oh, I love it. I'm wearing it with Red Giant all over the lid. I did a reel, so if you want to see a little bit more close up, you'll see it on my Instagram. So if you're not following me, do go follow me on Instagram at RubyMinhas. And the last palette, I feel like you'll probably guess it if you've watched one of my last few videos, but I mean, maybe not, but how can I not? This palette is so good. Oh my God, it's so good. It might be one of my favorite palettes of 2021. Like, it's up there. It is up there. Look at these shades. Oh my God, it looks so light on camera, but I promise you, it is not. Okay, the shade Cosmic Love. Wow, wow, wow. I know there's that weird Petri dish shade in here that like no one cares for, but you guys, it's just so good. Look at these shimmers. Ah, they're so good. Look at Cosmic Love. They're so, so, so pretty. I have a video on this with good swatches, so go watch it if you're interested to see, but highly, highly recommend this. I say pick one up as a gift and pick one up for yourself because that's how good this is. Like, this is the only palette I will say, go and buy it. Go and buy it. It's worth every penny that I spent on it. I mean, minus that shade. But you know what? I don't mind it. I don't mind it. I might be the only one, but here, I'll show you. So that's kind of what it looks like. And then maybe we can swatch it on this side. It is kind of glossy. I mean, it's harder to see. Like, it shears out so much. So it's kind of like purple with like bluey pink specks of glitter. You can't see it. Why am I even bothering trying to show you? I think that all of these palettes, did I go more than 10? Hang on. Those are 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, I did 10. I thought maybe I did more. I'm going to throw in some bonus ones. Now, I did a video on this. This is my last video that was up, the Chroma Zone collection from Glam. The only reason I'm going to suggest these is because they are a little bit more affordable, although I don't know how fast you can get them in shipping right now. But if you have someone in your life that wants to try out some beginner multi-chromes, I would go with this one because it has more shift to it, but this one's so pretty. The mattes in these palettes, though, are excellent. I believe these are $13 US each, so super affordable, just a bonus. Check out the video if I leave it in the cards. If not, it's linked down in the description. And that's all for this one, you guys, because I am going to lose my voice, so I'm just trying to do this super, super quickly. I hope that you are all having a lovely December. We're almost at the end of the year. Like, how wild is that? But I am so ready for 2022. I think it's going to be great. If you haven't already, I would love for you to subscribe to my channel. And if you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. It really helps me out. And that's all for this one, you guys. I hope that you're all doing well. I will see you in the next one. Until then, stay safe, be kind, and be healthy. Bye.